for NFL best bets, NBA props, NHL props. We got your sleeper of the day, stat of the day, and it's Bankroll Reset Day where we go over how good we did over the last 7 weeks. Welcome to the Road to Millions. Andy and Corbin from WagerTalk.com. We're going to get you ready for the weekend. We always start with positive vibes from the audience, but comments and chat section are dead this week. Everyone's on vacation, so I know everyone's watching at weird times. So limited comments, but help us out. Give us a like and leave us a comment. Tell us what's going on this weekend. Tell us what your best bets are. Always helps us out. So, but I understand if you guys are kicking it, waiting for New Year's Eve. I understand. Promo code Holiday7 is still up $30 off a 7-day pass. Was $99, discounted to $69. 5% NFL play is up. NHL best bet is up for tonight. 6-0 on those. Includes all sports, including all the 5% plays. Corbin, let's just get right into it. Let's talk some NFL best bets. I'm going to let you go first. Justin Jefferson, over 78.5 receiving. You're going back to him even though we got a quarterback change, right?
Yeah, so as you mentioned, the quarterback change is the one uncertainty with the play because in all honesty, I don't know an awful lot about Hall. But looking at Justin Jefferson's stats, he's gone over in all six that he has started and finished the game. The Packers suspended Jair Alexander this week for pretending to be a captain, which is one of the strangest situations I think I've ever heard of. But in his place, we're playing two rookies, and I think Justin Jefferson could have a field day. I don't think anyone's going to get. We could double, triple, even quadruple, like mark him up, and I still don't think we're going to get particularly close to him. Vikings are at home, division matchup. They're going to want to win this one pretty badly. Main concern is the quarterback. It's a bit of an unknown, but the unknown could almost help him because there's not going to be that much film. They're not going to be that prepared for some of the schemes and plays they're going to come out with. Have to feel like they're still going to want to get Justin Jefferson the ball as much as possible. Could end up being a close game, quite high scoring. So yeah, I'm going to go back to Justin Jefferson over this week.
Not only did he pretend to be a captain, he almost got him to be on defense first, Corbin.
Yeah,
I
I
have
don't know what
never,
he was doing.
not only have I never seen anything like that, I've never heard of it at any level. Not in high school, not in intramurals. Like I've never heard of this. He pretended to be
Yeah, the
a
funniest
captain.
thing is in the locker room when they're quizzing him after, and they're like, so you nobody knew you were going to be the captain. Yeah, I just kind of felt like it.
I'm from
Yeah,
Charlotte,
my teammates supported me, but none of them had a clue it was going on.
which
Like,
means they didn't support you. They were stunned, Jair. They didn't
I have to say,
actually.
I'm still shocked that they suspended him for a game this important at this stage of the season. I know you've got to like stamp it out, and you can't really be doing that, but like still, I know they're throwing their chances away. I think all the wide receivers could have a great day against us, quite honestly. So
So funny. What a bummer about TJ Hawkinson, man. Gosh, just as a
yeah,
football fan and honestly in fantasy football, that I mean, what do you do with him now next year? I mean, that's ways down the way. He's not going to be fully healed by the start of the season. That's like
no,
a top five, top three tight end that you're not going to be able to draft. So a lot of opportunities for Jefferson. Love that one. I'm going to CD Lamb anytime touchdown. It's minus 150. I think there's no chance it stays at minus 150. So if you're going to lock it in, do it now. My guess is it's minus 175 by kickoff. It's a great parlay piece. Scored seven in a row, and the Cowboys averaged 39.8 points at home, Corbin. CeeDee Lamb is going to score against this Detroit Lions team that just gives up points in boatloads. So
yeah.
I don't think I've ever done an anytime touchdown, but Cowboys at home against a struggling defense, yeah, for sure. I'm taking CeeDee Lamb to score a touchdown. Oh, you like Noah Brown? You like another receiver to go over? Talk to us about Noah Brown.
Yeah, I really like this play. So obviously Stroud is back from his concussion, and it looks like Nico Collins will play, which I think will help Noah Brown out, so he's not completely double teamed. I think it will help create some space for him. The Texans will want to get back in the groove with Stroud. I don't. Their run game's not particularly great. I think they're going to try and get Stroud firing again. The last three games where both have started and finished. He's gone over this total with 57 versus the Panthers, who actually have a sneaky good passing defense, and then 153 and 172 to the Bucks and the Bengals. He had 38 and 82 the last 2 weeks. Obviously, with Stroud not at quarterback, so huge upgrade there. I think he can easily get to this 43.5. I think it's still quite a low total. So
I'm going to go with DeAndre Swift over 68.5 rushing. Can't get much better than the matchup against the Cardinals. Last week he had the Giants. He easily flew over his total. This is a Cardinals team that gives up 175 yards rushing per game. Last week we talked about Swift and Gainwell going over their totals. They both did. Corbin, if you parlay Swift and Gainwell just at their regular totals, you don't even have to use alt lines. You can get plus 222. This hit last week, and the matchup's even better. So if
yeah,
I'm just cherry picking one of them, I think I don't know. I like both of them. I talked about Gainwell on WagerTalk today. I just like both of them. Take the Eagles running backs. The matchup does not get better than that. So 4 NFL best bets for you today. CD Lamb, Justin Jefferson, DeAndre Swift, and Noah Brown. So
yeah.
alrighty, let's move on to Corbin. I'll go over our sneaky play of the day, and it's Brock Nelson. Hockey player, Islanders. I'm going over 2.5 shots on goal. It's relatively a pretty good juice. Gone over 9 straight games. He's going
Wow.
for his 10th straight game, and we're still getting minus 122. And the Capitals, you see quite a few of these teams where they give up so the Capitals give up the 10th least amount of goals, but the 17th most shots on goal. The Bruins, this is another one where they're like third or fourth in goals allowed, but they give up a ton of shots. So it's like great
Mhm.
goaltending, good defense where the shots aren't, really that dangerous. So when you're looking
Yeah.
at playing some of these props, you look at the teams and don't necessarily look at the goals. Just look at the shots on goal. So 17th most shots on goal. So I'm going to take Brock Nelson at relatively low juice, 2.5. And then the stat of the day, I mentioned CeeDee Lamb, so I thought I'd bring up some other ones. Longest streaks right now for anytime touchdown passes. So CeeDee Lamb at 7 games, he's minus 150. Raheem Mostert is at 5 games, plus 105 this week. And which one of these names sticks out at 4? Josh Allen, Jonathan Taylor, Rashad White, Demarcus Robinson. 4 straight games in a row for the Rams. He's plus 280 to score a touchdown, and he gets the Giants this week.
Wow. Great
So
matchup.
great matchup here. So Josh Allen, Jonathan Taylor, Rashad White, they're all right around even money. But then you got Demarcus Robinson at plus 280, and he's scored 4 games in a row. So I thought that was pretty interesting on the anytime touchdown streaks. So Corbin, real quick, this weekend, what do you think we got going on for soccer? What's the state of soccer? You warned us about some teams and playing during the week and everything. So what have you noticed in the different soccer leagues?
Yeah, it's kind of been. I mean, my warnings have been pretty good. If you look at it, so I liked Aston Villa against Man United. They came out of nowhere to come from 2 goals behind to win 3-2. Uh, Arsenal dropped points again, losing to West Ham. So it's kind of a bit still all over the place. I think it's going to return to a bit more normality over the next weekend or so. Still missing some of the big leagues. It's mainly just the Premier League, and I think this Italian Serie A league is back. And then, as I've mentioned before, some of the players start going off for international tournaments. There are certain teams that are going to be hurt way worse with like 2 or 3 of their main players, whereas some will have none. So you just got to keep an eye out for that. Other than soccer, we've still got darts ongoing, ramping up. I think they're about to get into the quarterfinals. So as it goes along, the amount of sets goes up as well, which just kind of helps the better players. If anyone's kind of scraped through to win a best of 3 sets is hard for them. To win a best of 7, 10 plus sets is going to be even harder. And then it's tennis. Tennis is back. Yesterday even was the first games back. So the main tournaments are starting now. That's probably the main things from me.
Yeah, tennis starting up is a great sign. And we're closing down 2023. And next week, we haven't decided on a day, but Corbin and I will be doing our kind of the end of the year, but start of the year. And he and I have been
Yeah.
going over like our goals for next year and not just gambling goals. We got some other goals that we've been working on and some big things. I could not be more excited about what's going on for us at WagerTalk. So I'm excited about the new units. I'm excited about just ending the year up 112%, which is amazing. And I've got some really, really good ideas that I think we're going to discuss about how we're going to shake some things up with some sports. At least I am a couple things. So we'll go
Yeah.
over all that. We'll kind of do a little bit of a deep dive, what worked, what didn't work. And so 2024, a lot of big, big things. So we'll plan on doing that next week sometime. So it's time for Bankroll Reset Day. And kind of a ho hum. We had the 25 unit last week. You know that those weeks are exciting and terrifying for me, Corbin. I am always nervous after a huge spike like that. And so we're down minus 1.11 units for this week. You never want to have a bad week. You never want to have a losing week, but it could have been a lot worse, and we could have lost quite a few units. Of course, there were some ways that we kind of screwed ourselves, but nice comeback with everything. And so here's some of the high points and low points. So NFL 4-5 minus 3.39 units. We were due for a down week after the insane run that you've been on.
Yeah.
For me personally, like the bets I kind of looking at, it's the NHL going 3-0 plus 3 units, and I'll just jump down to the NBA 0-3. It's going to be a long time before I put in an NBA play. I'm just breaking even at best on these plays. 3-0 last week, 0-3. NHL has been steady, and that's going to be what I focus on. So I would be pretty surprised if you see NBA plays, official NBA plays for me at WagerTalk anytime soon. I'll continue to talk about them and I'll continue to monitor them and I'll see. But I wanted to keep fading Buddy Hield, and the lineups for the Pacers keep changing. I wanted to
Yeah.
fade a couple other guys, and then injuries have jumped in, and these lineups are different every day. So NBA might be out for a while, but NHL, loving where we're at with those. Darts, 5-5. We had quite a few days off, so I don't really take much away from that. And then soccer, 3-2. I thought you did a really good job navigating soccer this week, plus 3.2 units. You picked your spots. You're so close to being a much, much bigger week. We
Yeah.
were one shot. I don't even know who the guy is.
And
Or
Kunku.
yeah, I couldn't pronounce his name, but we needed 2 shots and he got 1, and that cost us from a really big soccer week. So
Yeah.
I don't have any really big takeaways except that I'm really excited about NHL and I'm getting rid of NBA. So I don't know if you have any any bigger takeaways from this week.
Not really. I'm actually quite happy with the NFL. I know we went 4-5, but it could have been a whole lot worse after how it started. A good Saturday, Sunday, Monday for that. Darts 5-5. Yeah, break even. I'm quite happy with that. We've got some futures that have already cashed. A few other stuff, so still
What
way
was
up
the
for
one
the
that cashed
tournament.
already? What was the one that
So
cashed already?
we had over three, and I think it was 3.5 170 checkouts, and that was for the whole tournament, and it cashed in the first week. Crazy. So yeah,
That's
take that
wild.
one. We have a couple of other futures that basically just need like one more win for a player, and we should be good. So yeah, quite liking where we are with that, and I think we're already at least plus 8-9 units for the other couple of weeks. So longer it goes on, the more I like it. So
Oh yeah, the
should
Starts
have a
tournament
good
is
spot.
going really, really well. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, really well. So really happy with those. So we got a 5% NFL play, so we're expecting a good NFL week. Corbin and I were talking before we started recording, and there's not a ton of games that I really want to get involved with, but the games we do want to get involved with, we both really, really like the plays. So
Yeah.
expect kind of lower volume, but very, very strong plays. So we'll look forward to that. All right, let's make sure I don't forget the chart here. And don't need a whole lot of math for this one. So last week, 1 unit was 16.83. Multiply that times 1.11. It's only $18.60. So 83 minus 18x. And our new total for this week is 1664. So that means next week, for the purposes of this chart, our unit will be $16.64. Again, make sure you're using your own numbers in your own charts. So if you have your own plays that you want to add in, please do. Make sure you're tracking all of your own plays and your own units, and make sure that your chart is reflective of what yours is. So we started this late May. I was like the first week of June, I think, Corbin, and we are up.
Yeah.
That is 60% plus so far. So started with 1,000, and I know like I know only being up $664 may not sound like a ton, but when you look at the percentage, it's huge. It's
Yeah.
so huge, and that's what we're always focusing on is keeping that percentage up. So I know we're short on our goal. We would like to be at 2,500, but anytime I can make 60% over 6 months, I'm going to be very very happy. So
Exactly.
another thing that's encouraging, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks return profit in four out of those 6 weeks, with the losses being relatively small, -6 and -1. So pretty good
Yeah.
sample size over the last couple weeks. So let's see. Anything else we need to be aware of here, Corbin? Oh, can you what's the first tennis major of the year?
Oh, it'll be the
Australia?
Australian Opens. I think it's mid to end of January it starts. So
Yeah, you want to explain that one because it really does. I don't know. To me, it signifies the start actually of the tennis season, and it always sneaks up on us. At least me. It's you're like, hey, the Australian Open's tomorrow. Like what?
yeah, it, it's one of the. I think it's the tournament we've probably had the most success with in terms of winning percentage and winning units. I think each year we've had at least 15 plus units for that tournament. You get such a good read because you get the players that have like just turn up to that tournament having not played basically since last year, and then you have these others that have played in all these warm-up tournaments that have just started, the ones that started yesterday, and there's a few bigger ones starting from Sunday, Monday onwards next week. But yeah, this first major of the year, not much changes. You can get quite a good read before the tournament, and then the big names normally just excel. It's not like these smaller names that like improve throughout the year. There's not much improvement to be made in this off season when they've only been where they basically take a month off. So yeah,
Looking forward to that. It's always fun in January to grab those tennis profits when you kind of don't really think about
yeah,
it. And then the other crazy thing, golf. Golf starts next week. I can't believe it. That is
that's come
unbelievable.
quickly.
Yes, and so with all of the turmoil and just all of the craziness that's taken place, I I have a sneaking suspicion that they are working on something very, very sneaky behind the scenes, Corbin. So they were supposed to give themselves a deadline of January 1st for Live and PGA to kind of work something out. They gave themselves 15 weeks extension,
Oh wow.
and Tony Finau was literally all but gone to Live. It was just like Tony Finau's going to Live, like no questions asked. Bang, out of nowhere, he's like, "Oh, I'm staying with the PGA Tour." So I think there's something
Hmm.
big that's happening there. So as much as the PGA Tour and Live stuff drives everyone nuts, but we're going to start golf season next week, and we doing our annual fantasy golf league. So if you want to join, you can just go. You take a still frame of this. You just go to fantasygolf.pgatour.com, click on the join league. There's the league name and the password. Or if you just want to email me, I'll just respond with a link. You can click on, and there you're in. So that's easy. We've been doing this thing for over 10 years. So it's $100 to join. If you don't want to pay or be part of the prizes, you can just play for free. That's no big deal. So sometimes like people are like, well, I've never really played fantasy golf. I'd like to try it, but I don't want to invest in it, and we want those people to be welcome. So please, join in if you want to pay and be part. We pay out segments, we pay out full season, so it is a blast. Like I said, we've been doing it forever, so invite you to join us. And if you have any questions, leave it in the comment section, or just leave your email in the comment section. I can send it over to you. So
Yeah.
if you just want to email me, I can respond with a link. So that's the Fantasy Golf League, and it starts next week. Like, gotta have a lineup in next week by January 3rd. I can't believe it's already here. So All right, guys, that is going to do it for us for Road to Millions. We'll be back Sunday morning to hopefully celebrate our huge wins in the Cowboys and Lions games. I don't we'll see. But Sunday morning, we're ready for the NFL. Good luck on all your plays. Don't forget to use that promo code HOLIDAY7, $30 off 7-day pass. Good luck on all your plays, and we will see everyone on Sunday on Road to Millions.
Good luck.